G'day and welcome to Spring 2022. Another new Nadeo campaign has been released and we have 25 fresh new maps to discover. Last season wasn't really my jam, so we'll see what this season has in store. I'm kind of keen for it. There was an update 24 hours before this with new blocks. We'll see if they have that in this. But I'm just kind of keen for a new fresh campaign. Hope it's a little bit of a different vibe compared to last. But I think we get into it when we're playing. We're joined by Paul. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
I think I am ready when you are. You can do the countdown.
I'm ready. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bang, I'm in. Let's go. Like, have fun. Yeah, I'm keen for this. I'm actually quite keen. Last season, I didn't have much expectations. I don't again, so we'll see. But here we are. I am in Spring 2022-01. Not really any expectations. I hope that there's less water bounces. A personal preference, I don't really want that many remakes. That's just something I don't really like. I'm not sure. This feels like a remake, but it doesn't fit my vibe.
I felt like I recognized it, but...
Okay, there's also a new animation in which I did not get the author time. But you can see the medals in a row if you're on your first go. That's not just in the campaign, that is everywhere in the game. So a fresh new few things. Oh, you gotta go really right and then left on that middle section. So yeah, there's a couple fresh new things in the game. There's also a fresh few new bugs with it, but hopefully we don't get to seeing any of those today. But we're gonna go through the 25 maps. This one's fairly simple. Hold forward, do that wide liner I did in that section, and we can go straight into the next map. Not too much to say on that one. Good to see they still have this bug where it scrolls automatically. Okay, animated blocks. They have been known to cause a bit of lag, but we'll just leave it. And hope that it is not too bad. Okay, we've got a bit of dirt. Quite a short map, actually. That definitely won't be enough all time. Should be gold, maybe. Has a nice
I hate the first corner
symbol as well.
It just goes on for so much longer than I think it's gonna go on for.
Yeah, I went really sharp on my first attempt. That was definitely not it. Nailed it on the second one, though. It's a little bit too much airtime than I probably want. You can go on the sides there and it'll help. Ooh, nearly hitting. And that should be enough. No fog. So there is a new block, or it's kind of in the sub items. So there was a bunch of real kind of blocks added.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna love the start of this map.
Wait, there's water and red boost, so it's an auto drift. Okay. Interesting. I hope that isn't difficult to hunt. Action key Andy map. Alright, this is going to be a map I did not play in this one. So if you don't know what this is, or action keys are, let's say that, they lock your steering to a certain angle, so they can definitely help you in certain situations, like bobsleighing, which we will see later on, I'm sure. Look, #1 in the world. Definitely world record. Definitely not broken. But yeah, for some things like water, it really is quite broken. There's some certain zigzag zooning and stuff you can do, which I reckon with that one especially, where we're slowing down towards the end, you can probably get a lot further and have a lot more speed continue. Is that enough? No. Okay. Oh, it is. It just takes a bit of delay. Oops. We go to next map. So that one's fairly simple. Want to go a little bit left at the start and then kind of hard steer, but maybe not too much that you're just turning so inside that you've lost all your speed, and then just follow it through on the map. I don't think I really needed to release the middle, and then I pretty much saved the ending. I didn't do too much in the ending. If you want to properly go for hunting, you'll need to do those action keys on the water, but I'm not going to get into that, as it is the discovery here. I thought we were going to go that way. I did a bit of a wicked stunt in this one, so I thought I'd continue. Let's just see the rest of the map here. It seems like a grass mix map. I don't really need to finish that run. Seems pretty cool. A lot of people find sausage blocks here a little bit tough. Just gotta go right to left and then grip it into the angle of the corner. Which is not easy, but just practice it a bit. If there's a checkpoint like before it. See how I started on the right and then I jumped to the left. The second one wasn't so good there, but yeah, just try and practice with the checkpoints if you can, and you should be able to get it. Here we go. Nice. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong button. Time for a sim to sip. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be hunting the track 3, but other than that, these seem pretty good so far. Right, can we full speed? Yes, we can. Don't need a drift. Get a bit of airtime there. I think there will be the something called no airtime, which you have to try and get on that. Alright. I think possibly this might be a remake.
Number 5, it looks like a nations map.
Yeah, because there's the rings in the middle. It's... yeah, because you went to the left at the end as well, so I think this is our first remake.
One of the, green or blue maps.
CO5 or something. Like, I think it's an early blue, but I can't remember nation numbers. But I think this is definitely a remake. For me personally, I don't really like them. I like fresh maps. I can just go back to the old game if I really want to play these, but I know a lot of people do like the remakes. As long as there's not that many, then it's A-okay, I think. But I've been told B11, there you go. Alright, so that's the no airtime. I'm gonna quickly release. I'm gonna go for drift. I think ideally you don't drift that. An air brake, just tap the brake there. Helps you with the landing. I'm gonna avoid these sand traps. I'm gonna go inside so I can go... ugh, well, that's not how to do it, and I've stuffed the off time there. Fuck. That was the easiest overtime, but that really extended a lot further than I thought it would. So we go again. Do a bit of a left-right trick as well. Can help you. Let's go for a no drift this time. Yeah, see how much quicker it is. Double air brake. Drift hard. Maybe go slightly more inside, so there's a one on the right there. Stay on the right there because there's a bit of a curve, and when you go over that curve you keep a lot more speed and then instead of getting airtime. That is the first few maps done. On to the second difficulty. Those maps seem pretty good though. I don't think they seem that bad, maybe other than that water trap. I just personally don't like action keys that much. I find it really boring to use. It's good in certain situations like Bob's saying, but then yeah, with water where you just kind of tapping it and stuff, like it's just a bit weird. Because I am actually on keyboard this time. I usually play controller in this game. I played keyboard for years and years, so it doesn't really worry me what I play. But yeah, my controller's broken at the moment, so we play with keyboard today. Hopefully the tapping of the keyboard isn't too loud. That should be gold. I'll be surprised if that's author. Well then. I guess with that one, I can't really even explain it. I wasn't really paying attention. I just drove the dirt track. Just look at your left and look ahead on that map to see what your next dirt corner is, and then... oh my, they like their water and Pega turning straight away in this campaign. Yeah, look ahead on that one, and then try and calculate what angle you need on the next corner. Alright, we have a tricky one here. Bit of water and ice. Yeah, so it was way too sharp there. Even if I did, it wouldn't have arrived yet, Kevin, so let's stop. We have the rapid turning in the lower water here, and the ending, which is also ice. That will definitely not be enough. Not even gold. That is okay. Pummel, how you doing? What do you think of the maps, bro?
Oh, I just beat number 5 into number 6. It's been alright so far.
Right, so
For number 3. Oh, it sucks.
you did like it or you didn't?
Oh, it sucks.
Okay.
3's trash.
How did you first see them? It's confirmed 3 is trash. Alright, this is quite a tough one.
It's got red booster wet tires right at the start. So it's both amazing and trash.
Yeah, it's what you always want me to build. So. Oh my. So this one, you'll be wanting to stick yourself into the water, which still to this day, I don't know what makes you jump up and down off the water there. Same here, like I might get, yeah. Like, this is really a good way to ruin this map. Like, this map seems kind of fun, like quite difficult, but sometimes difficult maps are fun. But it just comes down to random, I don't know what you call it, but like I do exactly the same thing and it's just bouncing me randomly. So, bit annoying this one. Start, you just want to straighten out. If you're turning there, you'll definitely drift out. It's exactly the same as this. I'm going to go wide and then set myself up so I can not turn for a while. There isn't nasty gear here. I'm not going to bother getting it good for this speedrun, but I think when you want to properly hunt it, you'll probably have to think about that gear there. So we're trying a nosedive this time. Seems to be not giving us the bounce. Okay, I got the gear before we entered, so I was still driving a straight, which helps. Let's try another nose down, maybe. Okay, so I got it. But I'm not really sure why. Like, what was different there. But we'll take that. That's definitely going to be all the time. On this one. I don't mind that map as long as the bounces aren't random. Like if I can just nosedive every time and it's not that slow, like it should be good. But yeah, I just never understand those physics. Literally never understand it. Right, on to another one. Seems like a bit of a speedier one. Some of the old campaigns kind of went with a vibe of copying the last map's, or last season's map style. I'm not sure if that's doing the same with this season. I think it's number 8. I think number 8 was also a fairly fast one in last season, but I could be wrong. Not enough for gold because we clipped that one turn. Seems like a very simple map. It's going to come down to the thousands, I think. As I crash. Good thing with keyboard is I can stay hydrated while playing. Let's not hit this corner, son. Now, can we do it with a no drift? We can, so you don't even need to drift this one. This should be a fairly simple one, I feel like. The times are going to be tough to beat, but I think the author time should be not too hard on that one. There we go. On to the next one. Not too much to say there. Kinda a bit boring of a map, to be honest, in my opinion. I kinda don't like it when it's just holding acceleration, turning a couple of times. Needs a bit more than that. Which this map looks like it's gonna be, and we have plastic now. This one, you drift out a lot more. So gotta watch out for that. Follow through. Hard drift this one. There we go. Don't get airtime. And boom. That could be all the time. I don't think it will be. It is, so there you go. I'm happy when I get them on the first try. I usually try and get one on first try every first playthrough. I think we do it most seasons.
One so far.
I think that was the second one. I think you'll get that one first. That wasn't too difficult.
I mean, you got first try before. Took me like 5 times.
Yeah, that's true. I missed that turn completely. We have another speedy map. Seems to be quite a few fast maps this season so far. Ooh, my golly gosh, that's a turn. Red boosters for my chat. A finish line, okay. No drifters. But liking the campaign so far. Yeah. I mean, I went back to the campaign. Sure. Yeah, nice. On the later end of... hang on, let's practice this. And then conversate. Let's go middle and then slightly jump to the left. We'll definitely need to do Lobble with like proper world rec strats, but that should definitely be enough for overtime if you do that. Yeah, I played... So I didn't really like last season's campaign. The later in the maps really dissatisfied me. They were really janky in my opinion. So I hope it's not the same in this one.
Let's try.
Dude, you're gaming.
Plastic one.
So I went back to them and the first few maps in that campaign actually weren't too bad for the most part. There were a few I didn't like. Actually, the first, like, 15 of that campaign wasn't too bad. And I think it's going to be exactly the same here. Like, it's not too bad so far. This turn literally comes out of nowhere, though, so I've took that very safe, but I think taking it safe will be enough. Perfect. Get the trophies as well, which is the ranking system in this game. When you get... or at least one medal on each of the level in that 5. So there's 5 different ranks or difficulties to get them there. Alright, let's continue on to some more harder maps. Excuse me. Seems like a technical dirt track. Definitely do not want to hit that water, which I did in the first one, but doesn't really matter for my first playthrough. Jumping on the right a little bit there. Jumping flowy on this one, which I'm not going to get here. Take it safe instead. Water bounce, action key, Andy stuff. For those small ones, you can... I mean, unless you're hunting world rec, as I said... You can kind of get away from just landing slightly sideways, and that will give you a bit of a boost. Again, don't ask me why that happens, but yeah, you'll see if you practice a little bit, landing slightly sideways, it will be faster than your normal run. Alright, we start off going a bit wide here. It's still not really working. There's a terrible gear to start us off. I hit a bit of the water on that, but dirt loses water tires quickly, so you can kind of get away with it. Not sure whether to jump or smooth that part. Definitely smooth this one. Ooh, a bit harsher than I thought. I released a little bit because I didn't have quite the angle. Speaking of not quite the angle, definitely don't want to go that high, but maybe enough.
It's this corner right before the red booster, honestly.
Surprise! Yeah, that map seemed quite boring, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we have to add something to this track. That's my opinion on it. Alright, let's continue. We have grass on this one with some reactor. We're going up, it seems. There's a preview on Twitter. So I need to go there, otherwise I probably would have just jumped off straight. Speaking of jumping off straight, let's just continue. That thing I did there is a bug slide. Definitely don't do that in this situation. Do it for the style points. Alright, I nearly hit that checkpoint. Go into lower grass, round grass. And up we go. A bit hard to tell where we're going. Damn. Just respawn again. Once I get into the blues and stuff, I'll definitely always take it a bit safer on the first run. We need to respawn, we need to. You can see those wiggles there definitely helped me with a bit of speed. It's quite a technical thing. Once you get into a certain speed, certain gear, you can start wiggling to get into your next gear quicker, I think is the easiest way to explain it. But we might have a bit of a struggle map here. I'm not very good at these reactor maps as much as I am from Australia. And we live upside down. It doesn't mean I'm getting good at the game. Avoid these triangles here. I'm gonna go wider this time just so I can get it. We got the big uphill to the left. I'm gonna go quite slow. Take it without any airtime like I did on that one. And they are missing a block at the end there, so go again. A struggle map. Unfortunately, I think it's only a struggle because of my ability. So it's quite bad driving. Go hard right left on the checkpoint there so we can get over to the crest as fast as possible. Just doing it with no airtime is very crucial. I release a little bit there just because I know that section was quite good, and then we'll jump to the end and hope it should be enough. A bit of a tougher one. I think that might get a few players. Getting some okay ranks, it seems though. Onwards to another one, which seems maybe another full speed map, except plastic this time. Alright, that was a terrible angle, but it's alright. Do the zigzags on plastic as well. Or similar thing to I talked about. Ooh, I kind of want to play this again. If I possibly have enough for 80 here, depending on how hard it is. We'll see. I'll probably crash. What I was going to say is, though, I think this might be a remake, but when we got to that jump, I don't think so. That jump did not... No, because it's ending. It is. Okay. That ending is quite recognizable. I thought so. Ooh, we didn't get it, so I'm going to try something. It might not work. Let's find out. So, pretty simple start. Taking it smooth. It's because that part is slightly different. Let's try something. Yeah, it's a bit too far. So that bug slide I was going to try there. Don't think that is going to work, unfortunately. They really should have. I feel like the mapper might have gone for it and then sent it to Nadeo, and then Nadeo was like, nah, I don't want that in the campaign. That would have been... I would have been all over this map if that was in... I mean, maybe there is a way for you to get enough speed to be able to bug slide far enough, but... Bug slides, you want to be landing at a 90-degree angle. And this seems like you got to go a bit further before you start turning. Also, for some reason, I'm really struggling at the start. It's a bit awkward of an angle. That is 2 remakes in 13 maps, so it's not really looking good for someone like me who doesn't really like remakes. Ooh, that was a pretty good turn. Really sharp, because I know the red boost is there, so I can get to the red booster quicker. I can get more speed quickly. But then I fuck up the next section. Fantastic. I think this will be enough. Let's find out. If you don't get a slow down on that angled ride. It is not another struggle a bit for me. How you doing, Pummel? How are you doing?
I'm on the first blue map.
Okay, okay. Definitely no drift that. I mean, I jumped this time and I'm nearly making it, so maybe it is actually perfectly set up for a bog slide. It's just you'll need to really get it good. I'm not sure yet. One can only hope. I like being wicked, and maybe that's why I want a bog slide in this map. Now, let's take it safe. I would have. Oh, mate. Lost for words if I would have got that. Man, I am struggle street on this one, which is surprising considering it's a remake. I should know how to do it. Right, middle and then slightly turn. That is perfect. And yeah, with this angle, like, should be able to bug slide. You can't? No idea, dude. Yeah, try and no slide these. It will help you a bit to gather speed. Alright, let's just take that safe. This will definitely be enough. If I can get this very speedy ending. And that is safer than the moon, but that's all we need for all the time. Here we go. On to the next one. I was too busy trying to be too good at the map. Okay then. Save for the moon? Yeah, my play of words didn't really work. But who cares? It's late. I'm allowed to not come up with something on the spot. Okay, we have possibly a full ice map. We have the bobsleigh, which is a lot better on controller, but try those action keys if you really need. A lot of space with this one, actually. I kind of like ice maps which give you a bit of room to do different lines. I think that would be quite a fun map. I don't think that'll be enough this time. It is. I kind of wanted to play that map again, but we proceed. Guess we save a bit of time from losing some last map. But yeah, that one's a bit hard to explain now. You got to look at the brake tapping, release tapping, which kind of extends your drifts or closes your drift a bit more. And then kind of just carry it through on that middle section, which had that checkpoint and reset. Oop, I'm going to hit the water, and I've somehow escaped that. I will say, this looks like a remake, though. But with... Oh, that is very tight. Also, ring checkpoints, surprisingly. This checkpoint in rounds is going to be 2 kilometers away. They really don't care about matchmaking, like they, in my opinion. I feel like they were supposed to target matchmaking a lot, but with rings that ain't gonna work. My game is quite laggy all of a sudden. Not sure what's up with that. Make it. Okay, so I think this ending is just this. Or am I wrong? It is. Okay, so is this another remake? Is this D14? I don't well, it feels, dude, my game is hella laggy all of a sudden. I might have to go for a restart. I also can't get this. Yeah, I was gonna say this looks like the vibe of a remake, but I don't recognize this map at all. I don't really play the Nations campaign that often, but... Dude, Mike, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to restart. Don't know what's up with that. Oh, Jesus, I am struggling. Yeah, this frame shit has kind of ruined my flow. So I heard reports this new update, people getting a lot better FPS. I have definitely not had that. If not, quite the opposite. This first turn is a killer. Oh my god, you need this all-in-one to get a hell of a lot more speed. Maybe for all the time you don't have to, but... I hate these kind of turns, man. Hard drift, I'm just gonna brake early. That's not really what you want. You want it in one momentum, but... I'm gonna... You're back. Time to get back in it. I don't know, I restart my game, let's see if that improves it. Oop, a nice no drift to welcome us back. It didn't like me leaving. It seems like we have a lot better FPS. I like shut everything on my computer as well. So on the Discord. How you doing, Pummel? Enjoying it?
I'm stuck on the ice map. So
yeah, that map I think a lot of people will struggle with, and I didn't really get to help because I got it quickly for some reason.
Like, I did a clean run and it's silver, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I guess you don't drift the entire way through. You got to literally have like the drift for like a long time. That's why I enjoyed it, because it's one where you're continuous flowing through.
Gold. I'm 8 seconds behind world record at the moment, so...
Dude, I can't see on this black surface here. So not really a fan of this map so far.
Imagine not being able to see. And fog.
Nah, I haven't seen any fog yet.
Devastating.
What a shame. Let's just go with this useless run. Wide and then in. Let's get this one. Hard drift. I'm even harder than that. Yeah, I don't vibe with this map at all. Yeah, I don't recognize this remake, but whatever this map is, it's outdated. It feels like. These turns are quite rough. Let's go for a finish. I don't think this will be enough, but let's check. It is, so might just be on the line. That's why I thought I would go for it. Get the trophies as well, and we clear the third stages. On to the last two, which can really step up the difficulty. It always really goes from 3 to 4 on a scale of difficulty to like 4 to 7. Like the first 3 are like pretty simple, and then it really heats up. Let's find out, shall we? On to a looping pretty quickly into the map. Drifting out. I'm just going to go for some releases. I don't know if that's right there. Definitely don't want to drift that early, but works for this time. Gonna go jump lower than that, I suppose. Was there a left finish? Don't know, actually. That's a good point. Guess there was a completely different jump I missed. Anyway, onto this map. Seems quite fast again. Seems like another remake kind of map, but I don't think this is. It's kind of good in a way because that makes it feel like it's an Nadeo map. And I feel like some campaigns recently have, because they get like proper mappers, that the maps don't really feel like so Nadeo-esque, which is good and bad. Some of the Nadeo maps which have been made in the past are quite nice, let's put it that way. Let's go for a slight release. It's not really what you want, but I've hit the grass there so I can auto drift. But very, very early again, so not what I want. Stay slightly more left and head in. I'm gonna go for a drift. I think this is a release, but this time go super wide and then drift hard. Gonna jump lower through the trees. There we go, and up and over. Guess we can land in that smoothly. I was very far off. Want that slightly slower. Don't try and get airtime there. Watch out for the yep tree here. Ah, yikes. I would have got all the time there, I'm pretty certain. Go again.
I finally got author.
Nice.
Ice map.
Do you like it though, or kind of too difficult?
It'll be difficult to get a good run on.
I think a lot of people will like that map, and a lot of people will just not like that map at all.
The start's pretty wicked, but hard to find.
Yeah, I think I just got the start like perfectly on my run, so just set me up.
The number of times I skidded out on the last corner, I like lost my gear.
Yeah, that's the only concern with that map. Like, as long as the gears are okay, like with such a short sample, I can't tell you if it's good or not. In the past, we have been known to have some pretty shocking gears on some ice maps, so we'll see. Alright, let's take it a bit safer this time. Get the upper gear. Should make it? No, we still don't. That's maybe a bit of a challenge for people. Take it on the right again. Watch out for the trees this time. Okay, so going in the middle there sets you in the wrong position for this turn. I mean, it sets you in the right position, but a bit wide. That's a bit interesting. Yeah, hard drift this, and one final turn into a fairly simple one, which you can try and slightly left-right low jump. But a lot better driving there. That will certainly be awful time.
This map, it's not a remake, but it's the nation's map, the 3-lap one was the end of D. This has like taken half of.
Yeah,
start
because
section
Eddie
is the
was
same
saying
as
that
that
it was
map.
like a D map. That's a good start. Alright, so 17 was the worst map in a long time. In last campaign. Let's check it out on this one, which seems like it's going to be a bit of an odd one again. It is an awkward turn. And a nice speed check. With this one, still don't think this is going to be enough. I'm going to air brake so you can get a nose down. Yeah, that's still not enough, which means I won't get this. That's a beautiful speed check. It's like a turbo remake because of the start. Possibly. Yeah, I'm a bit... If there's like a lot of remakes in this, I'm kind of disappointed. It's really lazy in my opinion. Really lazy when we could be making unique maps. Like I just said, if they want to do 1 or 2, then sure, like that's fine. I know a lot of people like remakes, but... If you're gonna add 5, 6, that's really bad in my opinion. Much as it does have the 2020 TM 2020 vibe, but when you only get one of these every 3 months, a bit disappointing, in my opinion. But struggling once again. Today is obviously not a Trackmania day, and my keyboard just didn't work there. Because I think I'm struggling a lot more than usual. I guess it's because I'm on a keyboard, maybe, I'm not sure. Ah, what is this awkward fucking turn, man? This is a really terrible start. You got, like, this here is already awkward. I'm gonna cam 7 the map because I'm not even getting there at the moment. This is really bad pace. So we have a big drift freewheeling with a awkward turn. Like, you're not gonna be able to drift that, I don't think. You're gonna have to hard brake. They have red boost, left, some jump. What the hell is this? Ugh. I am not vibing with that so far. But let's see. Yeah, we go wide. And we still crash. Ah, I'm driving terrible today. Bit of a slower speedrun than usual, maybe. Usually these are about an hour and 20-ish, hour and a half. Last campaign, the last few maps absolutely ruined that. That time-wise, but... I can't see, dude. What is this map? So early looking, this is looking exactly the same as last 17. Fucking terrible. I like that it's different, but when different is very awkward, I don't vibe with it. Yeah, so see the braking I'm doing, like I can't really drift there because I can't really get the angle for it. We're finally on a run. Let's air brake this one, air brake this, stay in the middle, which I haven't achieved on the follow through. Blind, kind of blind jump. There was an arrow there. Oh my. That's a wild ending. I think that will be enough. That went very quick and fast. Yeah, there you go, it is enough. Just had to make it past the start, I suppose. Not a fan of that one. Don't like that map at all. On to another one. We have a nice start. We don't have a reactor for a change. Usually with that kind of start there's a reactor and there's usually a zoop straight away. Alright, we have a ice turn here, which I thought was going to progress, but then I noticed that it didn't. The ice and asphalt surfaces in this game are always a bit similar. Sometimes it's hard to see. Alright, going to this side. Gonna tap. Damn, we lost the gear. Link I maybe was on overtime run there until that. I bloody hope you don't need to get that checkpoint. No, you do. Wait. So what happens if you don't have the speed on that jump? Huh? And then we got a mega turn here. Wowee, this is a wild one. Yeah, don't know what's up with that if we don't have the speed. Are we going back on that road, I suppose? I think that's what it's looking like it's going to set up. Now we're going down. See, I thought that was still ice. Now we have snow into a drift. Okay, these are wacky maps, which, yeah, I kind of like, but the execution needs to be there, and didn't hit on last map in my opinion. Not sure if this one's so far. And left, right there seems a bit quicker. Well, stay low and then angle out. It's not even perfect, but take it. Right side, so we don't get airtime. Air brake jumping. That was too early. I'm gonna save it a little bit and release to get an angle. And then brake hard to get the follow through turn. This part's pretty simple. And this one, a wild one, which we keep losing our gear on. Dude. Ugh. A bit of a later drift that time. Yeah. So I had more speed with that later drift. It was more optimal, but then the follow through a bit tougher. We lost the gear there. It's not good. Let's make sure you get no air time. And that's first one. Take it a bit later and then go for it. The drift, at least at the start of that drift, if you're having a bit of issue, to lower the revs, I think. Let's go in the middle this time, and then follow through. Yeah, that's a bit tough. We have the asphalt. I can't even, like, commentate and play because these are quite tough. So yeah, I guess you go in the middle of that tilted turn and hope that you can keep it on the way through. I didn't, but it's definitely possible, it seems, from a glance. And then kind of follow through on that. And that other one. Hey, red boosters! My chat loves red boosters. Have a full speed map. A lot of these campaigns have been lacking like a proper full speed map, so this seems like we finally have one again, although that locked camera was a bit odd there. Yeah, definitely a proper full speed map here, it seems. Ooh, got a bump there, somehow followed through. It's even got a gnarly speed slide on that part, because you've gained so much speed. Oh my, this is a speedy boy. Quite long as well, actually, still going. That's another speed slide. Recommend Mudder's tutorial if you want to know what a speed slide is. I can't really explain it that well. Was that enough? I think my start wasn't that good. Okay. I think I'd kind of be quite close on that. But that means we can go again, which is nice. Don't get airtime here. Surprised by how many red boosters there are on this campaign. But it seems, yeah, there's a lot of speed in this campaign. There is that grass block there, so I think that will give you a speed slide setup. Oh, I don't like this camera there. That seems very late. Yeah, we're getting some auto speed slides immediately. Speed slide is something to do with how you set up your tire drift. You gotta kind of hold like a close angle with the tires there. I'm not very good at speed sliding, so I'm not gonna explain it too much. There we go. Very fast. Seems like a nice map though, I think. Just very fast. With those red boosters immediately, it's really puts you into it. But that should keep the full speeders quite happy. Okay, we have a reactor star on this one. What is that, a reset? Interesting. Ooh, very sharp corner there. I'm gonna have to approach on the right instead of the left like I did. Do the holes, watch out. Okay, and then another very wide one. Goes into a smaller one and then a wide one. Okay. Jump it a jump. Another nice speed check. So the Andes, which love speed checks, are gonna enjoy this campaign. I mean, me personally, I'm not really a fan. Like, I think it should be, even though they're harder maps, like, it should still be approachable for every player, which speed checks are not. Definitely not going to be off time. That's fine. Bit of a wacky ending with the sand there at the end, but not definitely not my vibe of a map, but I think it seems alright. You've got to check these middle turns. And I hit a bit of the sand there, which you don't want, but will do for now. Try to cut it a bit more. Okay, let's go on the right here and then cut it in. Yeah, I don't get that. No. Because those kind of corners, you want to be on the outside and then go in, but it feels like you don't even set up with that because it's so sharp. So you're just going to have to do a turn. Which probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people unless you play this game a bit. Made it past the holes this time. Bit of a gear change here. So this, you go on the outside and then you're staying there. That will also set you up for these speed checks. Oh, brother, what the fuck is this speed check? No, like, so many people are not going to be able to do this. And those up and down kind of elevation blocks are not good for it either. If you don't have the speed. But like, I wasn't getting it perfect, that's for sure. But I wasn't getting it bad on those really wide turn. Or in the sharper one. It seems like you're gonna have to pretty much get it perfectly. Which definitely is bad. See how I try the wide blind there and it's not really it. And then you can't even see this. Oh, I don't like this map. This is not good. And the start is quite awkward. Guess this guy was a Cam 2 mapper and didn't check the higher camera. We got the gear change, and then we get it? Yeah, if you get the gear change, it's fine. But that's easier said than done. Right. Once we get, I think it's free offer time if you get that without crashing, but it ain't easy to do that without crashing. This one, really going to be paying attention to the gears. I'm going to straighten out to get this one here. And yeah, if you hit the sand, it's over. This is a triple minus from me. Jesus. I think this is probably easy clap all the time once you get this jump, but yeah, there's not going to be a lot of people who get this jump. This is really restricting, which, in my opinion, this campaign should not restrict anyone. Obviously, difficulty has to be ramped up on these kind of maps, but don't just blatantly put a super difficult drift, precise turn. I don't think I'm that good at this game, considering the hours I have, but I'm definitely in a higher skill level than most players because of how much I play. And yeah, if I'm struggling, that's just not a good sign. Bit yikes on this one. This is kind of tilting my thought process to not liking this campaign again. I was definitely on the side of I think this campaign's alright, but moving heavily towards the I don't think this is a hit of a campaign. Like, did you see how close that was? And we're not even making it. That is not approachable for, like, hardly any player. Disappointing, man. Really, really disappointing in my opinion. And I might have stuffed this all the time here. Let's find out. It is enough. I don't know how difficult that's going to be. Ah, that is a mood killer. That sucks, in my opinion. That's not good. Honestly, like, that was a tough map. And kind of probably would have been okay without that. Alright, I was ready to turn rapidly to the right there, and then it bounced us. Interesting. I think that is to do with the timing of the reactor ending. We have probably what's going to be very tough here to do well. Do some grass. Game's lagging a bit again. You can see it like picking through frames for some reason.
Wonder if there's like memory leaks in the fog or something.
Yeah, there hasn't been any fog, so
Still leaking.
well, it's certainly leaking if that's the case, because yeah, there's none here. Right, that's the finish on this one. Wow, that was actually gold. That wasn't that good of a run. But author time could be a little bit tough here because some key sections like drifting out. Hey, don't brake on this turn, otherwise it will be game over. Want to turn a bit earlier, I suppose, on that. So definitely watch out for the water tires on this plastic. Very rough. Wait, and now I've massively overjumped. What the fuck? Huh? I'll do this. This is definitely not how you're supposed to do this, but I think this is honestly going to be the world rat strat. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a strat. Maybe that is intentional. Alright, I suppose we restart. Not sure if I remember the whole map, but already ramping up difficulty again in just one little map. So the start is pretty rough. You have to straighten out there, but you don't even lose it instantly. So you gotta do it early, really, really early, and then do it safely. Alright, let's just go. Oh, I landed literally on the 1 millimeter of crack there. I could have. For goodness sake. This is getting quite unlucky now. Definitely don't hit the sides on this one. And then you try and set up wide so you can have time to straighten out, and then you've got the air time. This is very rough. For those who thought the last campaign was difficult, they're gonna struggle with this one. I am already telling that. This is gonna be the most difficult campaign by far. Like, even maps like that ice one, like, was fine for me because I play a lot of ice maps, but need a fair bit of knowledge to know how to hold it and break and release at the right timings. Now let's go for that strat. Don't know if that is what you want or not, but what we're doing. At least a little bit, otherwise it would have crashed. And a bit of a boring PF section here, honestly. Like, it has a lot to it, but it literally is just PF. A water bounce here. Ideally, stay on the top of this. Got a section here, which has an illegal wallbang, which has cucked me off and off a time. Okay, there is a safe finish at least, but hey, the safe finish is all the way down here. But yeah, I know a lot of like mid-tier players who like to try all off times, and not sure if they're going to get it this one. It's a slight bump at the end there, so that's, you got to go really far on the right. Really, that's a slowdown. Come the fuck on, man. This is pissing me off now. Got cucked on the wall ride. Don't give me random slowdowns. Ugh, this is a tough campaign so far. And we have 4 more tough ones to go. Like, I didn't even know if this map is that bad, but it's just really difficult. Which I don't know if they really need to be this difficult. Or are we gonna get it with this awkward one? Often with the 2-wheel bug slide, it's actually faster, but it's harder to control. But we have gone through, so let's continue. Let's just full send it, because why not? Yeah, I'm gonna go as far wide on the black line as possible here. Maybe you do release. Nah, it's gotta be a wall bang. Yeah, I lose it then. I'd laugh if that's enough, but surely not. So, definitely wallbang in the end. Which is ironic. This is the most ironic thing they've ever added to the track. Because they hate wallbangs so much that they added the speed penalty. That was solely the reason. In TMGL. And now they've added an intentional wallbang here. Well, I really thought we were going to beat the last campaign time, but I think we're going to compete with it. season. With getting professional mappers, it definitely comes with a higher set difficulty, because they...
Excuse me?
Illegal wallbang smile.
know how to kind of make things a bit more precise and a bit more calculated. Honey, thank you for the sub. Like, I would have got that AT with that fucking wallbang, man. And then it just flew out. Like, I feel like I haven't driven that good this time around, but I've also been hella cocked on a lot of maps. And it's just frustrating, honestly, now. Really frustrating. Disappointing to you and disappointing to me.
I'm going great, Kevin. On the full speed map, number 19.
Terrible start, but let's just continue. Oh, is that going to be a random order as well? This campaign is really trying hard for me not to like it. Alright, nice turn. Let's go hard left. And cut it. Let's hold. Oh, 2 maps in a row, fucking triple minus. Are you fucking kidding me, man? What the hell is this? It's at the end of the map, so you're on a brilliant run and you're just gonna get cucked. Like, someone might find a way where you can get it 100%. But...
I'm not awake, Kevin.
I'm awake.
Actually falling asleep.
Fucking molding on this! What the hell, man? This start isn't working now! Oh my golly god.
Hard
Wake my
fixed.
fucking sister, who is in the room next to
Can't
me,
believe
which
Nadeo would wake your sister like that.
I don't want to wake her. Alright, slow bug slayer, but good follow through. Let's just full send that. Oh, the ramps are buggy as well. I got flicked to the right there, or the left. Absolute disaster, this. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna take it safe and then flow and just go for it. Like, that is not gonna be world record strat, but it should be enough all the time. Fucking yikes. Well, that is a map I don't like because of the ending. I actually didn't really mind it. Like, it's just really, really tough, but that ending has ruined the vibe of that, in my opinion. Alright, an icy start on 21. Yep. Which I have no speed for. Interesting. Okay, another one, which is uphill. Drift in the side there. A very hollow jump here. Interesting. Down now we have an ice looping. Everyone's favorite. And a very tight last corner. which I hope that there isn't a terrible gear on. So let's roll with the second attempt here. Let's see what we can do. We immediately crash, but let's continue. Okay, slightly tilted at the top actually there, so maybe we'll help you with the angle. Yeah, that seems like I'm gonna hit that most runs. The fuck? That's so weird. You can turn left or right while water bouncing and it loses a lot of speed, but that seems so counterintuitive to what it usually is, which is helping action gears. But that will be all for time there. That's a lot safer than what last map is, in my opinion. But maybe again, just because I can play ice a bit better than some things. But better map in my opinion. Wasn't too bad. Okay, gonna have to go inside of that, I suppose. Inside again. Very, very long sweeping turn there. Better not be an obvious cut on that. So that's below the checkpoint. It's prime time cutting. There, round we go. A very sharp corner again. Asphalt. This is blind. What's it look like in Cam 2? Yeah, I feel like this is a Cam 2 mapper again. Okay, we're going up left. Let's just continue. Do I even have the speed now? Oh. But yeah, I don't really want to be playing these in matchmaking, to be honest, so far.
Pretty good.
These later maps. But, seems like they're going to be a bit rough. Just as a side note, I haven't really talked about matchmaking in a long time. So it'll be interesting to see what people think from matchmaking. Can I stop beating you in the Queensland records? Ooh, that'll be tough, man. I do like yoinking Queensland records. That was a nice no drift. Let's just go up and then cut it here. I'm pretty sure it's inside of those. No airtime, use the grass to drift. Outside. Inside. Whoa, this is quick. Okay, this is feeling a lot better with actual speed. Get the low jump. Poles, take it with the curves. No airtime there. I literally, in my head, I'm gonna be like, this is a perfect run, something's gonna go wrong at the very last corner. Okay. Go again then, that sucks. That was a sick run. That would have even maybe been a hard PB for me to beat for a little while. Okay, this map seems good at its optimal speed. And this feels like something that like players at a lower level will find tough, but like still possible. And this is the only speed check. And I hope that that isn't too bad, because it's kind of like a upper wall jump compared to a precise gear. Perfection line. Go for the half flip to style on the offer time. Alright. Okay, I don't actually mind that map. Okay, we were really rock bottom, but we're back up to the middle, kind of getting a bit of hope here. And let's get into the second last map. Back on pace a bit. So what is this going to be? Right, very, very tight. I think I'm stuffed with this. No, I can continue. Okay. Outside and take it as a drift kind of thing. Freewheeling. Wait, can I jump over this freewheeling? Yep. Yeah. Okay, that last part of that was weird though. That was intentional. And water tire drift maybe? Checkpoint about 4 kilometers away. That's great to see. Yeah, so definitely a water tire drift there. I was wondering if you could like cut that early, but I presume not. Ooh, very, very tight. Is there gonna be a... Seems like there's a lot of cutting potential on this, but I presume not. I like cuts, but... Yep, I like cuts, guys. But yeah, the last few seasons there hasn't really been that many cuts in these maps. In the campaign maps. Oh my. Okay, gonna have to drift from all the way back there. Line jumps are us, nice. And we have a finish. Okay, okay. Weird, but I think that's okay. I definitely don't want to drift all the way through, but just for this sake. That terrible, so I can take this without drifting anything. I think you would have to drift that. Yeah, that crest is extremely odd. I use the curve a bit more on that part. Just the water tires, that actually feels pretty good so far. We're really close. I think we gotta jump that a little bit. Maybe not. Inside air brake, because I'm not landing it smoothly. Inside drift, which I'm gonna have to release. I want to not release that. And this one, I have to drift really far. Bit of an odd one again. Get the gear and then follow through, which you want to be getting smooth, I would imagine. But let's check if this is enough. Probably not. Unless it's a bit easier. Okay. Not gonna push this map aside though. Like, seems like it a bit different, but different's not always bad. Yeah, there we go. I think this alone will save like half a second, which is very helpful in off-time hunting. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that very, very first corner, but just go with what we had. Seemed to work well. See, I feel like this is going to have to be another wall bang, but Why wallbang that? It's so weird there. Using the airtime. Using a couple times. Ooh. I need to learn how to do this well. You're doing pummel.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Whoa! It's dogging the boys.
Finished 20, so I beat all the red
Pull up
maps.
peeps.
So
Gamer.
yeah, it's like 3 a.m. So I'm gonna go to
love
bed.
working and then staying up till
You
3 a.m.
do
to play
love
this.
working. Yes.
I love having 3 hours sleep and then staying up for 24 hours to play this shit.
So fun.
Right,
I'm in a different time zone, Kevin, so I'm an hour later than that. Have fun. Good luck.
Thanks, man. Pummel, ladies and gentlemen. Pummel. And he could join us for a little bit. Yeah, it's just hella late for us Australians. Kinda really sucks. Let's try the no air brake strat, and it's definitely faster. So I got a wallbang penalty when I tried with the wallbang. So, I got the clip though, which is definitely not what we want. Still quite far ahead though, so I think I'm gonna commit, because this turn and this next section is dog shit. This is the only part of the map I don't like. Completely blind. I mean, yeah, the general map of it being so blind is a bit odd. Yeah, there we go. We're not gonna go in the middle and then go right, left on that. I'm gonna keep eyes open. Same. I had like no sleep last night. I slept crap. And then today I've been up since 6, so... Long day at the office for you guys. Hope you are enjoying this. I mean, other than that one map, I am enjoying it. That one map was fucking garbage though. That pissed me off. Which often doesn't happen in these. Oh, we just missed it. You want to like air brake and keep your wheels on the back. And then that will keep your grip. If you have the 2 wheels at the back there, you can keep the grip all the way, but if you go too fast, you will lose the grip. Actually a fun start. I don't mind the start of that. Oh, I got a little bit of airtime there, but on a very fast run. Airtime. Definitely going to be an action key thing. That's actually something I don't like about this map as well. But that's what it is, I suppose. Just need this part, and then I think we got it. Perfect. No, as I was thinking in my head... Oh, fuck me, man. Why do they do this shit? If you land on this fucking edge, man, there's a goddamn difference, and... I just talked about not molding. Oh, yikes, man. Why do they do these decisions? Sign me up to mapping, man. Like, I find these things for you. So because of the elevation difference, you'll sometimes get a bug landing if you land directly at that gap. We go again, even though we shouldn't. Faster on the follow through of that. Just take it safe. We're very far to the side, which is going to ruin that line a little bit. We have saved it. Stay in the middle, so we can get this small air time to get this drift optimally. Oh my. This will not be enough now, because I lost the gear. Oh, this map is so good, but so bad at the same time. Not feeling that. Yeah, there's really good parts in that, really bad parts in that map. I think I've kind of said enough of that. So let's go to the final map, which we had a bit of a preview on Twitter. And it has a ton of trees and a ton of animated blocks, so I do wonder if this map is going to lag. So far, seems good. A bit interesting that they went with that kind of scenery. Can we jump off here? Probably. I think this... That dirt there makes you feel like you should drift that, but I feel like it's a bit of an awkward line to drift it. Awkward water bounce. Hey guys, thanks for the follows. Appreciate it. If you're new, make sure to follow if you're on YouTube. Sub, comment, like, do it all. Check it all out. Join the Discord. Do it all. Right, a lot more inside there on that one. Going what felt like it should have been, which was go wide around it. This one is up and over very sharply. I drift again. No, we do need to take the water. I was quite surprised. I'm like, there's water here. I think we're going to have to use it. Don't need to use a second one. And we have some reactor, and I see a finish line. Can we do some weird bouncing thing here? Or are we going to just have to avoid the water? No, just avoid the water. Okay. Alright. Alright. But see how, like, there's no speed checks or anything on this? Like, that's good. Even before I've forgotten one. Oops. The full speed start. Nothing too much to have it. Oh, fuck me. Do we go through the trees? Because then you get the air tunnel there. Jump inside. I'm also not sure how we approach over this scenery here. We go on the upper level and then go for the jump. Let me over jump that a little bit. Okay, it is an auto drift on that one as well. Yeah, there's no chance that they put the dirt there for you not to drift. But it's the perfect speed to do a no drift, so I hope that you don't have to cancel it and then go for the turn. It's always awkward when you have to do that. And speaking of awkward, this jump over the scenery. Cool idea, but actually that worked well. Okay, because it's sand, so you slow down a bit, and that helped me there. All right. Yeah, definitely not marking this map out so far. Just a learning experience, this one, which is good. This is what you want. I think this map is like appropriate for what we want in the campaign. My driving is not appropriate though. Yeah, let's go one more run because I'm sure I'll forget most of it. I'm starting to really feel quite tired, honestly, so hopefully I get this quite soon. You do really want to stay on the upper side here, otherwise you fall off quite quickly. Or you fall off entirely. I always find these inside ones a bit odd to get the right angle. Get up early, kind of go straight, I suppose. Nasty gear change there, which I got. Speaking of nasty, so I know most of that ending, so. Alright, 1 minute 30? Yeah, that's the speedrun, guys. 1 hour 30 on the speedrun time, so let's close it out this run, shall we? Usually 1.5 hours is pretty good, I think. I remember the days where it was like a 1 hour 10. Those are long gone, aren't they? It's like an optimal line. I guess you can go outside there. So I was gonna say, the real hunting is like you want to be dropping over the curve of that scenery block, but that's getting quite technical. I did it that run actually, but not easy. Also, you kind of stuff your angle up a bit sometimes on that. Wide and then cut it in. Make this smooth. But don't have the speed for the follow through. We go again. Yeah, I'm seriously starting to find it hard to keep my eyes open. Been a long, long day. That's for sure. Support me by donating so I don't have to work during the day and then stay up late. Link in description. You don't have to donate. Share, comment, like, follow, sub, do all that stuff. It's appreciated. I made it this far. I appreciate it a lot. Right, go early. I got the gear change though. You definitely don't want that gear change. Curve around though. One final chicane. Watch out for the water. And bang, boom. It is done. Don't celebrate too early. There we go. So, get the medals as well. Wow, top 3. That's when you know I was on for too long, getting a top 3 to end it. Okay, there we have it. I don't actually mind this map. Quite a tough one, But a few absolute garbage maps. My god. So that kind of really molded me, those few in the middle, later end. But a fair few good ones to start off. 3 personally, because of that water part. You're definitely going to have to action key on that. 3, was it? Did it end up with 3 remakes? I guess it was 2.5, I suppose, if he said it was kind of like a half a lap map. I'm not really a fan of that many remakes, but maybe 2.5 is fine. 23 is also a remake, you're saying. It did kind of feel like... Oh no, you're saying it on 23. It did kind of feel like some were remakes, but if they feel like a remake and they're not, that means they're doing a good job. So, but yeah, overall pretty fun maps, I think. Outside of those 2 molding ones, I think it was 21 and 20, or 19 and 20, whatever the molders were in the middle. Outside of that, I did actually really enjoy this. Anything else to say? We didn't see any of the new blocks. That's something I'm quite surprised by. I don't know why they've just dropped new blocks 24 hours. That's the first time they've dropped an update before a new campaign. And yeah, they don't even utilize it. That's a bit odd. I would have definitely liked to have seen some new blocks there. Unless they did. Was there boost in water? I don't think so. I don't think there was any. Maybe there was a touch or 2 of it. But not much to kind of be like, hey, that's new. But the vibe of the map's pretty good. I think this season's definitely an up, a better side of comparison to last season. Those last maps really ruined last season for me, and like even a few of these 17 to 20 weren't that good, I don't think. So much prefer this so far. I think that's about all I need to say. A fair bit of variety. A lot of the maps were quite fast. Sometimes there's a lot more kind of slower paced maps in Nadeo maps, which I prefer kind of a bit more flowy fast ones, but yeah, usually there's a lot more slower paced maps, I feel like. Not too many water bounces. I think they had a fairly good amount of water bounces. I mean, personally, even one is too many, but you're gonna have a couple, definitely, for this kind of campaign. Because there was a lot in last campaign, which just I did not like. I think outside of that, that's pretty much all I have to say. Overall, kinda a 7-ish, I think, out of 10. Yeah, just a few of these I hope really don't drop it low. I think it's like real life where the negative always like flows it a bit more than the positive maps. Like there were definitely some fun maps. There's a lot of maps I want to go back to, whereas last season I kind of didn't have an oof to even bother to hunt them, but I think I'm going to hunt a lot of these. There we go. Oh, author time difficulty? I mean, I got quite a few on the first go, or the second go. So I think the author times, I'm not going to jinx it, but I think they're a little bit easier than last time. I'm not sure about on the last maps. I mean, the last maps, I seem to get it as soon as I got the clean run. So it's a bit hard to tell with these later ones. Outside of that dirt map, is it this one? Whatever the one which had a speed check. That map is gonna not be done by so many people. I can already tell you that. Like, that is a really terrible design. That's the one thing which sticks out on this. That one map with the speed checks in the middle. Absolutely terrible. Just the setup before that, not good. If you're gonna have speed checks like that, don't make it like a precise turn where you have to hold it all the way around and then get the gear straightening down. It's like, there's a lot to that to get it, and yeah. Although I had a bit of a sketchy end and I got author time, so maybe the author time isn't that hard, but matchmaking, how are the maps? Checkpoints seemed a bit sketchy on some maps. And I'm quite worried about the consistency on some of these last maps, for me personally, if I were to get them. The earlier maps, again, I think would be fairly good for it, but the length of maps, I think overall pretty good. You can kind of see 30-ish seconds moving up to 50-ish. Slightly over 1 minute on the later map, so progression time-wise, pretty good. But there you go, I think that's pretty much all I need to say. I've said a lot in this outro, I usually don't, but because I'm by myself I can. I think I enjoyed it a lot. I think it was good, outside of those few maps in that later end. So there we have it. I think I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new, drop a follow, like, comment, sub, YouTube, and all the socials, do all that. Check it all out. Right, GG, got all the author times, didn't have to skip it. I was very close to skipping some in this one, in that middle section, but we got them all. There we have it. GG, hope you had a good time. Check out all the other videos as well on my channel. See you next time. Bye. Bye.